Last week, I was invited to participate in a group Zoom call with other professionals. And I was one of 7 people on the call, but the only woman. And I'm a little trembly and nervous telling this story on video, but here goes. I was probably the fourth person called on, and I was asked some questions. And at the end of it, a man who hadn't spoken up yet to introduce himself and talk about what he does said, "Wow, you really need to work on being more direct." I don't know this man, we're all strangers to each other. And I did what I think women have done for so long, which is I went along with the joke. I figured, oh, ha ha ha. I said, oh, yeah, I need to move that to the top of the list. And I've been working on that for years. He was the next to take his 7 to 10 minutes to talk about what he did. And while he was, I found that I was scribbling all these notes about what I was going to say to him in a private email about how uncomfortable he made me in calling me out for an aspect of my personality versus commenting upon my expertise or my experience. And then something, it didn't snap, it just happened. He came to the end of his remarks, said how he came from investment banking. And I said, oh, I've done a lot of work in investment banking with Credit Suisse and Bank of America, wanting him to know that I had credibility and stature as well. And I said, that can be a real bro culture. And he nodded his head and rolled his eyes. And I went on to say, so when you said that I should work on being more direct and singled me out as the only woman on the call with a comment about my personality, when you didn't do that for any of the 3 men who preceded me, it made me feel very uncomfortable. And I'm not saying this in a contentious, angry way. I don't expect an apology from you. But I think it's important, especially in the times we live in, that you know that. And I'm sure I said something else at other time I can't recall, but I really was a little shaky, but very much in control. He said nothing except, okay, moment of awkward silence. The man who followed him referenced me by name 3 times in his 7 minutes to say things such as, well, as Nancy pointed out, or as Nancy said before, or I agree with Nancy. And I thought, well, he heard me, and he said my name, and he referenced my work. He didn't diss me, reduce me to a character trait. I was very grateful for that. When the call was over, I was very shaky. I called my best friend. I called my 25-year-old son. I didn't feel victorious in a smug kind of way, like I got him. I felt, I had to do that. I really wish I hadn't. So I want to share it. I hope if you find misogyny, sexism, racism, things that are not ill-intentioned, but somehow they shouldn't be said stranger to stranger in a group of other people, I hope you speak up for yourself and for other people as well. Thanks very much. I'm trying to stop.